business objects demo session. So guys, before I start the session, and in the GoToMeeting window, there is a question and answers. You can ask or you can type your question in the question tab, or you will have option to raise your hand. You can raise your hand as well. So I will unmute you. You can directly talk to me. Okay. So when you raise your hand for any clarification or questions, so I will unmute you. You can directly ask your question with me, or if you want to type your question, so there is an option called type your question. You can just type that question. I can read it and I can give you the answer. Okay, fine. That's about the GoToMeeting details, and also you will have option to record the session. So for initially first three sessions, we are not providing the recording option to record the session, but after three sessions, you can record your session in your system directly by using the GoToMeeting window. Okay, so we will share the recorded session daily, every day. So you can just go through the sessions again with the recorded sessions. Okay. So guys, that's about the GoToMeeting details. And today is the agenda is today what we are talking. So we are talking about the topics of the business objects. So the total overall of the training, what are the topics I'm covering? So that I'm trying to show you in the today's session, and about myself. Okay. So myself, Madhukar Reddy. I have 9 years of experience in business objects. Currently, I'm working in one of the MNC company in Bangalore location. I certified in the business objects, and also I certified in the Cognos and the Oracle. Okay, so these are my certifications in my career. And in my career, I work with different versions in business objects. So which is the older version to the latest version. Okay, business object 6.5 is a very older version. So currently, so I'm working with the latest version, which is BubG 4.1. BubG 4.1, and I work with the backend sources, which is a BW with the BO, and also I work with the HANA system. And other than SAP source system, I work with the non-SAP sources, which is Oracle, Terra databases, and SQL Server databases. Okay, so this is what my background database I've worked in my past 9 years experience. Okay, and in coming to my domain expertise, so out of 9 years of experience, I work with a 6+ years experience in the telecom domain. So I'm very well expertise in the telecom domain project. And also, so I work with the sales domain, banking projects, and HRMS projects. Okay, so as a BO developer, we don't require any expertise in the domain knowledge. Okay, so we are working in the front end tool. So once the data is ready, so we are understanding the source system, what are the data is available in the different tables. Based on the understanding, we are start developing the invoice designing and developing the reports, right? So as a BO developer, you need not to worry about the expertise in the domain. You need to just have a you need to have a knowledge of the sales, and you need to have the knowledge of the telecom, sales, and banking domain projects, what kind of data is available. Okay, even if you are not aware of that, that will discuss in this in our regular sessions as well. Okay. So guys, just give me a second. Okay, so what you understand, as a BO developer, you do not require the domain knowledge, but if you have a little bit about the sales or banking or telecom data, so whenever the new requirement comes, right, so you can easily understand without taking much time. Okay, but as part of our training, I am just explaining the sales domain project, and also I will give you the banking related projects and HRMS related projects. So with the documentation. So by going through the documentation, you will understand what is banking and what kind of tables are available in the banking and what kind of reports we generated in the banking project. That you will get it. And the sales domain, one of the mini project we are discussing on the sales domain, end to end. So developing the universes and developing the reports on top of the sales domain project, that we are going to do it in the Motas database, which we have the set of tables and set of fact tables and dimension tables are there. Based on that, we are going to implement the different type of reports. Okay. So that is one of the mini real-time projects we will covering in the end-to-end project. That's about the domain expertise which I worked in my previous experience. And coming to the business objects topics, so our duration is total duration is 30 hours, and you will get the server access to practice, and the servers are available 24/7. And which is the BW integration with BO, and also you will have the unaccess as well, and you will see the SQL Server Microsoft Access connectivity to develop universes. Okay, so that's about the server access. And also at the time of start designing the universe and developing the reports, so whatever the topics I am discussing, so each topics wise I will share the material to everyone. So let's say talking about Webby. So we'll get the Webby material separately, step-by-step document, and also same time you will get the Webby exercises as well. Yeah, at the time of giving the training, so I will give you some exercise to do from your end using the same server. Okay. Apart from this daily based exercise, I will share the another exercise document. So to practice in the server. Okay, there is a separate documentation for the exercises, and also there is a separate material for the each individual module, and also you will get the exercises every day, daily basis. I will give you. Every day I give the task to practice on the server. Okay. Okay. So here we have the total 20 topics. So some of the topics will take 8 to 9 hours, and some of the topics will finish in 30 seconds. Okay. So if say example, this report conversion tool. Report conversion tool, early it will take 30 minutes. Okay. But if you take example inverse designing and information designer tool, so it will take 10 hours of the time. It will take the 10 hours of the time. So in this out of 20 topics will take some of the topics will take 30 minutes, some of the topics it will take 10 hours or 9 hours or 8 hours of this session. Okay, so there are 20 topics. So first topic is overview of the reporting tool. What it means overview of the reporting tool, what is a reporting tool, and what is the purpose of the reporting, how this report is help to the end users. Okay, so what finally the decision makers are taking the decisions based on our reporting data. Okay, so that we are going to discuss in overview of the reporting tool. And then BA Launchpad. What is the BA Launchpad? What is the purpose of the BA Launchpad? Basically, BA Launchpad is a business object portal. BA Launchpad is a business object portal. So the BO developers and the end users means decision makers are going to access this BA Launchpad through the Internet Explorer. So BA Launchpad is a business object portal. So end users and the BO developers log into the BA Launchpad. So end users access the reports through the BA Launchpad, and the BO developers create the reports to access for the end users. Okay. Okay. So we'll discuss this a very detailed level when we are start practicing. Okay. And the business intelligence, web intelligence. So Webby is one of the reporting tool in business objects. So web intelligence, so you can access through the BA Launchpad. So to create a web intelligence report, you need to log into the BA Launchpad. So once you log into the BA Launchpad, so this will access to the repository. This will communicate with the BO repository. Okay. So what is a BO repository? BO repository is a business object centralized system, which is always contain all the data which is relevant to the universes, reports, and users. Okay. BO repository contains all the metadata which is stored into the one of the database. Either you can use the DB2, either you can use Oracle, either you can use the HANA system. So let's say I have created reports. I have created the set of reports. So when you save that reports, those reports information is going to store into the repository. So that means it's stored into the Oracle database. Okay. So I've created one X user. That X user information is storing into the repository. Okay. So I created a few dashboards. The dashboard is storing into the repository. So whenever user log into the BA Launchpad, so the reports is available in the repository. So these reports is implemented by the BO developer. So I created a report. So I created one report to available that reports to the other users. So I need to save that report into the repository. Okay. So repository contains the universes, reports, and users list. Okay. Fine. Okay. Once you come back here. So once you log into the BA Launchpad, you can access all the reports which is available in the repository. Okay. So if you want to create a web intelligence reports, so once you log into the BA Launchpad, the web application you can open through the BA Launchpad. Okay. When you open the BA Launchpad, it will ask you to access the universe to generate a report. So to generate a report, we need to have a source. So to generate a report, we need to have a source. So for web intelligence source is a universe, or you can create a web intelligence report by accessing the best queries. You can create a web intelligence report by accessing the universes, and also you can create a web intelligence reports by accessing the best queries. So then what is the universe? What is the universe? Universe is a semantic layer. Between the database and the web developer. Universe is a semantic layer between the database and the web developer. Okay. So who will implement in the universes? Developers, BO developers. We are implementing the universes by using the UDT tool, by using the IDT tool. You can implement the universe by using the IDT tool and the UDT tool. Why we do have both the tools to implement the universes? Okay, so UDT is the older version tool. Still, it is available in the latest version. Okay, the IDT is recently released in 4.0. So IDT was not there. If you go back to the older version tool, older version which is XI 3.1 or 6.5, you will see only the UDT. IDT is introduced the latest by in 4.0 and is available in 4.1 as well. Okay, so there are new features is added in IDT which cannot be done with the UDT tool. So let's say if you take the UDT, I can develop a universe. By connecting to any of the single source system. UDT can access only the single source system and you can create a universe. But with the IDT tool, you can connect to the multiple source system and we can develop universes. You can connect to the multiple source. So I can develop one universe by connecting to the Oracle database, by connecting to the HANA system at a time. So that cannot be done with the UDT tool. Okay. So UDT with IDT tool we are implementing the universe. So why we need to implement the universe? To develop a reports, we need to have a universes. So Webby can't access directly the HANA system or Oracle system. So if you want to develop a reports on top of the Oracle system or HANA system, we need to have a universe. Okay. So then only I can develop the Webby report. Without universe, I can't develop the web intelligence reports on top of the Oracle or HANA system or Microsoft SQL Server databases. Okay. So we should have the universe. So to develop a universe, so we are using the IDT tool and or the UDT tool. So this will discuss in the regular session how we can develop the universes and how we can develop the webby reports on top of the universes. We'll discuss later. And also the web intelligence so can access the BEX queries. So BEX is a query which can be implemented in the BW side. Who is implementing this BEX queries? So the BW team. There is a separate team members. So there is a separate team members in the BW system, in the BW technology. The BW team is developing the BEX queries. The BW team is developing the BEX queries. Once the BW team is created the BEX queries, so those BEX queries we are using as a source to develop a webby reports. Okay, so to develop a webby reports, either we can use a BEX queries, either you can use the universes. Okay, so if it is a BW source system, so you can access the BEX queries and develop webby reports. If it is ANA system, or you can, if it is Oracle system, then you can use the universes to develop the webby reports. Okay, is that clear, everyone? Any questions? Does anyone have any questions? Okay. Yeah, Umar. Umar, go ahead. You are in the mute. Unmute yourself and go ahead.
Okay, so my question is the difference between IDT and UDT is basically IDT can connect to multiple data sources and UDT cannot. Is that what it is?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Correct.
All right.
So with the UDT, I can develop a universe by connecting to any of the single source system. You can use ANA system, you can use Oracle database, but so it can connect to only the single source system. But by using the IDT tool, I can develop a one universe by connecting to the one database as Oracle and another database ANA system. So IDT can access the multiple source system. UDT not.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So guys, any other questions? Okay. So coming to the another report, this is webby intelligence is one of the reporting tool. So in a business objects, we have a multiple reporting tools. Okay. So another tool which is a webby rich client tool. Webby rich client tool is a tool which is a client based tool. So webby intelligence report you can access through the BA Launchpad through the Internet Explorer. Okay, but webby rich client is you need to install the client software in your machine. You need to install the client software. So this means, so in individual system you need to install this rich client tool. So then only you can able to create a webby rich client reports. Okay, so client installation is required for individual system to develop a webby rich client reports. Okay, so for web intelligence report you do not require any software in your machine. So the administrator will give you the link to access the BA Launchpad. So through the BA Launchpad, so that you can open through the Internet Explorer and you can create a web intelligence reports. Okay, but webby rich client is a client-based tool. It requires the client software to develop a report. And also webby rich client also you can access the universes to develop a reports, and also you can access the BEX queries to develop a webby rich client report. Other than these courses, other than universes and BEX queries, you can implement the webby rich client reports by accessing the web services. So web services is another sources. You can develop a webby rich client reports by accessing the web services, and also you can create a webby rich client report by using the Excel and text files as well. So that means you can connect to the flat files like Excel and text files, so you can create reports by using the webby rich client report. That cannot be done with the web intelligence reporting tool. Okay, and also there is another tool which is a Desky, which is currently not available in 4.0 and 4.1. This tool is not available. So this is a older version tool. Desky is a older version tool, so which is not available in the latest version. So that also we'll discuss. So what the Desky do? It's again is a client based tool. It's a desktop based tool. Desktop intelligence tool is. Okay, this we'll discuss later. Okay, so other than this Web Rich Client and Web Intelligence, we have other tools, which is a Crystal Report. Crystal Report is another reporting tool. Okay, so Crystal Report is a mainly so we can access directly the OLTP system or OLAP system without having any users. Okay, so but whenever you generate a report, using the Crystal Report by accessing the Oracle database, you should have the more SQL knowledge. Okay, then only you can develop the complex Crystal reports by accessing the databases. Okay, so that means Crystal Report not only the Oracle database, the Crystal Report can access the any source system. So okay, you can access the ADO.NET related data. You can access the XML source system. You can access the web services. You can access the Excel and text files. You can access the ODBC connectivity related data sources. Okay, but you should have the more SQL knowledge to develop this Crystal reports. So as a Web developer, as a Web Rich Client developer, as a dashboard developer, you don't require more SQL knowledge. So SQL itself automatically it will generate in the Web report. Okay, but so technically the Crystal report is a complex compared to the any of the other reporting tools. Okay, but it's a flexible tool which can access the any of the source system, which cannot be done with a Web Intelligence tool. Okay, but in a real time, so most of the sources which we can use, the Oracle or SAP HANA source system, SQL Server databases, Microsoft Access DB, Terra databases, Sybase. So on top of the source system, we can develop the Web report easily. Other than this source system, the Crystal report can access the other sources as well. Okay, like XML source system, right? So that is another reporting tool in business objects. Crystal report is another reporting tool in business objects. Okay, so that also we are covering, and the Lumira visual intelligence tool. So this is another reporting tool is released by SAP latest. So that is called the Lumira, SAP Lumira visual intelligence tool. We can call it the Lumira tool. Okay, this is another ad hoc reporting tool. So end users also can create their own reports with a visual intelligence tool. So with SAP Lumira tool, so they can also create their own reporting tool, this tool. Okay, so that also we are covering. And also you can, if you give the training to the users, end users, and this visual intelligence, they can create their own reports. So without any technical knowledge, and who are not having any technical knowledge, so those people also can create these visual intelligence reports or Lumira reports. Okay, the another tool which is a dashboard. So to generate a dashboard, we use the XLCS latest version, which we can call as the latest version is a dashboard 4.1. So that we are discussing in our training. So to generate a dashboard, we can use the live office connection as a query as a web services, or we can use the BW connection. Okay, by using the BW connection, we can generate a dashboard, and also by using the live office and query as a web services, we can generate a dashboard. Okay, and you can generate a dashboard by accessing the any source system. Oracle, yes, you can generate a dashboard by using the Oracle databases. Yes, you can generate a dashboard by using the SQL Server or SAP HANA or BW system. But to generate a dashboard on top of the Oracle system, so we need to have a universe, and once we universe is implemented through the query as a web services, we are accessing the universes into the dashboard and develop the dashboard reports. Okay, so that is a way we can generate a dashboard. We will discuss the more detail when we are talking about dashboard session. And also there is another tool which is a Design Studio, which is recently released, and some of the projects they started using the Design Studio. Even it is a complex, but users ready to use this Design Studio because the performance wise compared to this dashboard tool, the Design Studio is very good in terms of performance. Even though there is a complex designing and writing some scripting in the Design Studio, but in terms of performance, it is a good compared to the dashboard. Again, the Design Studio is another dashboard tool. Design Studio is another dashboard tool. So this Design Studio is having some limitations, so which we can access, which we cannot access the mobile application. And also, so there is another limitation. Design Studio, we can generate a dashboard on top of the the BW system and HANA system. So that Design Studio can't access the non-SAP sources. Design Studio can access only the HANA and BW system, so which cannot access the Oracle and Microsoft SQL Server. But dashboard can access the any of the source system. There is no limitation with the dashboard tool. But Design Studio, there is a limitation. Okay, so that also we are covering in our regular session, and we will more understanding the what is the differences between the dashboard tool and the SAP Design Studio. Okay, after completion of the training. And apart from the implementation part, we are covering the administration part as well. So what is the CCM, how to configure the business object servers, and what is the CMC tool, and how to give the administrator rights to the users. So CMC is the administrator tool, so which we can give the access to the users. We can invoke the access to particular users, and removing the access to the specific users to the specific folders. So all these things will give the access restriction to the CMC. So that we are covering. And LCM, promotion management tool and lifecycle management tool. So you develop a 100 reports and 5 invoices in the development system. So I want to release that project from the development system to the QA and the QA to production. That can be done with the promotion management tool. Okay, so that we are doing. Okay, and how to release the project, that administration activity also you can you will get from our training. And upgrade management tool. Upgrade management tool is a tool which we can migrate the 3.1 reports to the 4.1 and 4.1. So MT is a upgrade management tool. So we are discussing one of the migration project as well in our training. Okay, so what are the challenges we face when you migrate the project from from the 3.1 to the 4.0 or 4.0 to the 4.1. So that also we are covering in our training. Okay. Any questions here till now? Okay, I'm talking about the report conversion tool. RCT is another tool which we can convert the DESKI reports to the web intelligence reports. RCT is a tool which we can convert the DESKI reports to the web intelligence, because say you already implemented the set of reports and the set of invoices in the 3.1. So that you are migrating 3.1 to the 4.1. So in that case, DESKI is no longer available in 4.0. So then, we can convert the DESKI reports into the web intelligence format. So we can convert the DESKI reports into the web intelligence format. Okay. So we need not to recreate this DESKI reports in the web in a 4.1. So we can convert those DESKI into the web intelligence format by using the report conversion tool. Okay. So that report conversion tool we are covering in our regular session. Okay. Any questions, guys? Anyone have any questions? Is that clear, everyone? Okay. So coming to again, just recapping what are the topics I'm covering in our regular session. So overview of the reporting tool and BA Launchpad, web intelligence application, web rich client, information design tool, UDT, and we are covering with the BW integration with BO. So how we can develop a reports on the top of the BW system, and how we can develop the reports on the HANA system. And lifecycle management tool, which is nothing but a promotion management tool, and upgrade management tool, how to migrate the 3.1 reports to the 4.1, and one of the migration project we are covering, and what are the challenges we face, and what are the procedures we need to follow when start migration of the project, and report conversion tool, administration part, security, user creation, access level restriction, and the load balance between the multiple servers. Okay, that part we are covering, and dashboard sessions, crystal reports, deployment and report scheduling, reports busting, and sending the reports at a particular time to the particular location, or FTP or SMTP email configuration. So that we are covering. and also new features of the business object 4.1. Okay, so that also I will show you what are the different features of the business objects. Okay, and also Design Studio, Visual Intelligence, and what are the versions of the different versions of the business objects. So why we need all the differences, because you are going to keep 9 or 10 years experience in your profile, so you should know the differences between each version. Okay, so whenever you are attending the interviews, they will ask what are the different versions in business objects. So what is the differences between the different versions? So you should know the differences. So as a 9 years experienced persons, and also so interview questions we are covering, and also this training will cover the BOBG certification as well. After completion of the training, you can enroll BOBG certification. You can finish at least 80% question. I mean 80% of the marks you will get if you go for a BOBG certification. Why I'm telling that much confident? So because whatever I'm providing the material, so 100% of the questions will come from our material only. Okay, recently one of my trainees completed our certification, which is passed with 82%. Okay, so and most of the questions is come from our material only. Okay, so the material means it's not like 1000 or 2000 pages document, which is like just 300 pages. So if you go through the 300 page document, you can finish the WebE certification easily. Okay, you can complete, you can easily pass the WebE certification easily. Okay, so there are different certifications are there in each model. WebE certification, and also similarly you will have the invoice designing certification, and similarly you have the crystal report certification, and similarly you will have the administration certification. Okay, initially I will prefer to finish the WebE certification, then later you will go for the administration certification. Okay, so our training will cover the certification as well, BOBG certification as well. Okay, so that's about the course we are dealing in the 30 hours of the training. Any questions, guys? Is that clear, everyone? If anyone have any questions, you can go ahead. And the regular session will happen from Wednesday. The regular session will continue on Wednesday. Wednesday, every day, it is a 10 p.m. EST. The timings of the regular session is Wednesday, 10 p.m. EST. So 10 p.m. EST daily, 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. EST. Any questions? So thanks, guys. So that's it today, and we'll continue the session from Wednesday. Okay, we'll start with the WebE session initially, then we'll move to the designer, then the crystal reports, then dashboard, Design Studio, Lumira, and at the end we are covering the administration part. Okay, so total duration is the 30 plus hours of the training. So we'll finish within 30 days. Okay, try to finish in 30 days. So sometimes in a Friday or the Saturday session, I will take a 1.5 hour session, 1 hour 30 minute session I will take. So this is a weekday session, Monday to Friday. So but sometimes I take a session Saturday as well, not Sunday. Any questions? So thanks everyone. So we'll meet on Wednesday at 10 p.m. EST. We'll share the new meeting details, new GoToMeeting details. Thanks everyone. I'm signing off.